uh, welcome back to Sir Depravin III. In this episode of Lord Winklebottom Investigates, there is no funny cold open. Much like the other episodes. There is only me looking a little bit like Luke Skywalker. If you ask me, I don't know. I do know. I think I look like Luke Skywalker. But anywho, there has been murder done by Mr. Fumbledink. I definitely remembered his name. Dr. Fumble. It wasn't murder, it was autopsy, but still.
He doesn't have anything else.
Alright, so, if you don't remember what happened in the last episode of Lord Winklebottom Investigates, neither do I. So, this episode's going to go swimmingly. Okay, I know what I can do. There was a submarine. I shall go to the submarine because now I can breathe. And there was an octopus. It was an octopus. Indeed, octopus levels are very high. I still can't remember my Watson's name, but also that has been a recurring problem. So, alright, there are also gunpowder over there, but I don't want to carry the gunpowder on me for some
really not
reason
sure
right now.
Well,
All right.
I have a diving helmet and a way to get air into it, but unfortunately it won't fit over my face. I need a way to extend the front of it. Ideally, a way which will still allow me to see.
Well, that's a problem. I didn't think about that one. Now, did I?
You know,
Do I need
I'm not
gunpowder?
actually that inclined to just shovel...
I am kind of inclined, though, is the thing.
Any ideas, old...
There are still a few gaps in the old notebook. Maybe we need to talk to people some...
Okay, I can talk to people. I can discover motives. I didn't look at his name when he said that. What is your name? Hang on,
Any
I've got
ideas?
There are still a few gaps in the old
Frumple.
notebook.
Frumple. Dr. Frumple. Will I ever remember his name? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, I'm all for getting some, motives. About
If
the
we could
incident.
discuss the incident last night.
What
Do you
happened?
know anything about the circumstances of Gilfrey's death?
Not a jot, old thing. I mean, any one of us could have done it, couldn't we? People coming and going for this big event. I say, it could even have been you. Or Dr. F here.
How dare you, sir? I'm a doctor. I would never.
Steady on, old thing. He was just making a point.
About
Well, did you know
Gilfrey.
Gilfrey?
Never
Admiral
met the fellow. I mean,
Gilfrey.
Connie has talked about
Much
him,
like
of
Admiral
course, but we
Lackbar.
never actually met.
So you don't know who might have wanted to kill him?
Not a clue, old thing. Isn't it usually a family thing? Inheritance and all that?
Alas, his only family is poor Miss Gilfrey. And you, once you're married, of course.
Right, yes, I suppose so. If
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
have
they're
the
getting married.
Of course. I don't think the old boy...
Forgot about
approved
that.
of it.
Explains why they're together.
Like my own family, I
suppose.
suppose. I say, you're not suggesting we had anything to do with this, are you?
I'm not
That
suggesting
is
anything
exactly
at the moment,
what
sir.
I am suggesting. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Thank you very much. Constance, your family.
Perhaps we could discuss your family.
You're a tune.
Do you happen to know if there's a particular tune or song your parents used to enjoy together?
Why, yes, there is, as a matter of fact. A song called Waddling in the Moonlight. Mother used to play it
Fantastic.
on the organ. I haven't thought about that for years.
Well, Mr.
Thank you,
Frump.
miss.
Frumple?
You have
Frumple?
reason to
That's
believe
it.
your
Dr.
father might have owned
Frumple.
a safe.
I
Oh,
have a
that-
song
that's
for
I
you.
say,
Waddling.
we've been over every
In the
blasted inch
moonlight,
of that
in the
house.
dark, I
I've
already
seen one
forgot
anywhere.
what. I
You
cannot
wouldn't, Dr. Frumple.
remember names
Father
of
hid it.
anybody.
It's behind a painting in the drawing room. You won't get into it, though. Even I don't know how it opens. Father wouldn't go near it when others were in the room.
So how do you know about it?
One time, when I was just a duckling, I snuck into the room while he had the safe open. He didn't see me, thank goodness. I don't think even the staff know it's there. I can't imagine what he kept in it.
Thank you, Miss Gilfrey. Most interesting.
I think that might have something to do with the... It's definitely behind the picture
Farewell,
of
Miss
Mr.
Gilfrey.
Budgie. And, it is also probably... I don't know where I'm going with this. probably has something to do with the box.
Perhaps we should
There's
discuss
a
the
box
incident.
with the map on it, and I don't know
Do you
what
have any
is
idea
the
who
deal.
wanted to kill poor Gilfrey?
Not a clue, old thing. Not a clue.
Why is
Had no
everybody
real
calling me old
problems, Nothing
thing?
that could suggest a motive?
I'm a giraffe.
Nothing that I knew about, and I would have known.
How about the old will? There's always a big kerfuffle about the will in cases like this, at least in my experience.
That's what I
Nothing out
said
of
the moment I saw
ordinary.
you,
With his
Spode.
wife dead, just about everything goes to Constance.
Just about everything?
Oh, there was an amount set aside for the staff, to ensure they were well looked after. Not enough to kill for, though.
Well, you never know.
And what can you tell
do
us
you?
about what happened to Gilfrey?
Hard to say, old thing. I mean, there was no shortage of folks coming and going, so it really could have been anybody. Quite the collection of characters, I think you'll agree.
You don't know anybody else here?
Not one of them.
Indeed.
I've known Gilfrey for years, but not socially. I just dealt with his legal matters.
Of course. A likely story.
Thank you, Mr. Spade.
Farewell for now, Spode, but I'm on to you. I think Spode did it, and I definitely have all of the reason to believe this. Reverend Peabody, I believe you innocent,
Reverend,
but
could we...
still, I
can you
mean,
tell us about the
what's your
incident
take
last
on
night?
it?
Alas,
You couldn't
Dr.
harm a
George,
fly, I know
I
you
arrived
didn't.
here and went to my room for some peace and quiet before the big
Of
event.
course you did.
By the time I came
Reading
down,
the good book, I
poor
imagine.
Gilfrey had
What
already
do we
passed.
worship?
You saw nothing unusual.
Do we
I wish
worship
I
with
could
an
help
animal
you, but
Jesus?
No, I'm afraid
With
I
like
did not.
Jesus a porcupine or something, and that's what we worship?
Well, goodbye for...
God be with you.
Are we, because your book had a cross on it, so I can only assume there was some version of Jesus in this universe. Hello, Dr. Price.
If we could talk about
Did
the
you
incident for a
commit
moment.
this murder that we're looking at right now? I know you didn't.
What can you
We
tell us
did.
about Gilfrey's
Me
death?
and Mr.
Nothing,
Frump.
I'm afraid. I wasn't in the mansion at the time. I live elsewhere on the island. I prefer the solitude. It allows me to focus on my work.
Where elsewhere on the island?
How was your relationship with Gilfrey?
I was very grateful to him for offering me work. Many people aren't quite so open-minded, you know.
You don't know of anybody who would wish him harm.
Not at all. He wasn't exactly outgoing, at least in the time I knew him,
But you got along with him well.
as well as could be expected. Like most people, he underestimated me. I'm capable of far more than the work he allowed me to do, Mr. Winklebottom. But I'm used to being underappreciated.
Because you're, you know.
Indeed. Not the sort of work a
Chameleon?
woman is supposed to do, don't you know? I have to work twice as hard
Woman.
as the others for a quarter of the recognition.
Most frustrating, I'm sure.
And on top of that, I can't even get a lab coat my size with pockets in it. It's just infuriating.
Quiet. Well, I have, other
Thank you, Miss
places
Price.
to go. Thank you, Miss Price. Bye. Where is everybody else? Alright, there's the two in this dang room. Always there. And then there's, Beryl in the
Now, about the incident.
kitchen.
Do you know anything about what happened?
Not a thing, darling. I hid away in here when I arrived. It gets so tiresome being in public, you know. So
Of
many
course.
questions, demands for autographs and all.
Well, since you
Always
mention it, I
so
haven't missed a baby here.
annoying.
Maybe you could...
Rumpole, this is not the time.
Alright. About
What can you tell us
Gilfrey.
about Gilfrey?
I don't know him at all. No idea why he invited me. Truth be told, when I saw that journalist, my blood ran cold.
Why?
A lady has secrets, darling. Things she might want to keep
Murderous
away from her
secrets.
adoring public.
Sounds
I was worried Gilfrey might have discovered
suspicious.
something about me and was planning on sharing it with the world.
Well, I
Farewell,
think
then,
I'm
Celia.
done here. And quite frankly, I've gained nothing. You were useless. I'm going to talk to
Madam?
the llama. Did you
About the
see any
incident.
murders?
What do you know about
Did
the
you,
incident?
I
like,
have
did you
tried to
murder
speak to the
someone?
spirits, but there is a
You
veil
got,
over
I'm a
these
cop.
events.
You gotta tell me
All
if
is
you murdered
cloudy to me.
someone.
A load of rot.
Rumpole, do be polite.
Oh, maybe you're right, Doctor. Recently, I find myself wondering if my powers are real after all. Perhaps it's all in my head.
You're doubting your abilities.
I might not be the only one. Think about it. An animal of science brought me here. Maybe he didn't believe either. Maybe he planned to put me to the test. If he did, I don't know that I would have passed.
How well
A
did you
weak
know
motive, but a motive
Aristotle,
nonetheless.
not well. I knew dear Ethelberta for many years, almost since I was a Crier. I remember she was so excited when Aristotle proposed to her. He always seemed such a kind soul.
Then you don't know why anyone would have done him in?
Gracious, no. Please find out what caused this terrible tragedy, Lord Winklebottom. I fear his soul will not rest until you do.
I mean, I can't make any
Thank you for
promises,
your time,
but yeah, I've got this. Maybe. Do you know who did it though? Because that would help.
Gone.
Gong indeed. Slothman. No, you're not. Okay. You're too busy sitting in your chair. Yeah. I get it. What
Tell
happened?
me about how you got trapped in the attic.
Well, sure, it was like this. I was in the attic sorting through a few of the master's belongings. It's awful messy up there, so I've taken it upon myself to do a spot of spring cleaning.
Go on.
Well, sir, while I was tidying, somebody else came in and started rooting through the boxes. It's dark up there, so they didn't notice me at first.
Who was it?
Well, alas, that I can't tell you, sir. Much as they didn't see me, I couldn't see very much of them.
Most unfortunate.
Anyway, I
Did you see a
must
general
have made
outline?
a sound because I startled them. I tried to give chase, but they ran out the door, slamming it shut. Must have done some damage because it got jammed.
The rotter locked the door at the bottom of the stairs too.
I suppose they must have thought old Ambrose here saw them and wanted to keep him out of the way, at least for a short while. But what were they looking for, I wonder?
Curious.
Ambrose, I regret to inform you that your master is deceased.
I know, sir. Miss Clutterbuck was kind enough to break the news to me.
Do you have any idea who the rotter might be?
Alas, no, sir. My master was a kind soul. It's hard to imagine anybody wishing him harm.
Well,
Thank you,
there's
Ambrose.
always that one out there, isn't there? Well, you carry on. I see
I say, I didn't notice
papers.
these before. They must have got disturbed with all the comings and goings in here.
Let me see. They're a load of hoof-written letters. Look like pretty soppy stuff to me. My dearest A, blah blah, secret love, blah blah, BC. Who's BC?
Well, we know a B at least. These letters seem a
Who's
touch
the
one-sided,
B?
and if they are from who I suspect, then it looks like they weren't ever actually given to A.
So, A is Aristotle, the
This looks like a
axolotl.
child's doll. It seems to be.
Bit of an odd thing.
That makes sense why that is around. BC.
I say, I didn't notice these before. They must have got disturbed.
Let me see.
Well, we know a B at least.
Beryl Clutterbuck, whatever her name is. Butterclop?
Well, he seems dead to the world. How does he seem?
Poor fellow is.
Alright. I think mayhaps, one Miss Beryl has sort of a crush
Turning to the incident then.
on one
Please tell us in detail what you
Aristotle.
know about the incident.
Well, my lord, as you
Gilfrey,
know,
that's his name.
I discovered the master dead a short while before you arrived. The other guests were here, and I've been helping them to their rooms. I went to find the master, and there he was. Dead. Oh, it was horrible.
And you didn't see anything strange before that.
Well, at the time, I thought
It's
it
not
odd that
exactly what
Ambrose wasn't
go
helping with the
pupils
guests.
look like.
I never dreamed he'd been
But
locked
I guess-
up there in the attic all
I
that
mean-
time.
It's alright.
Are you
Gilfrey.
aware of anybody who might have had a grudge against Gilfrey?
Well, my lord, Pumphrey seemed most vexed of late. Said he overheard the master discussing getting rid of somebody on the telephone. He thought it was him because of an incident in the vegetable garden. But I'm sure it wasn't. I can't think what he overheard.
Well. By the way, letters.
This might be a touch awkward, but we discovered some letters under your bed.
Oh, my lord,
Quite a
you
gasp.
didn't read them, did you?
And how?
Of course
so
I
you're
did.
B then. And I take it old Aristotle Gilfrey was A.
Oh, my lord, I didn't mean anybody to see those letters. They're just a silly old goat's idle fantasy. The master was kind, but never showed me any interest.
And you wished him to?
You know he was
More
into
than
the
anything, my
aviary
lord.
type.
But it wasn't his way. He was still devoted to the mistress, and nobody would have changed that. Especially not somebody like me, I suppose.
Turning to
I had more about the incident? What did I...
Miss
Relationship with the
Clutterbuck, it strikes
victim.
me you might have had a somewhat uneasy relationship with the victim.
Oh, no, sir. The master was very kind to me.
Not as kind as you'd have liked there.
I suppose I can't blame him. A person in his position couldn't be seen with somebody like me. It just wouldn't be proper.
Well, quite
Be
so.
proper,
I
won't be
fancy
proper.
I might have resented him for it a bit. Oh, my lord. If only things had been different.
Did you ever discuss this with him? Perhaps he might have felt the same way you did.
Oh, I just couldn't. Oh, the shame of him.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss
I've got
Clutterbuck.
my eye on you, Beryl. Get a name that's not an item. I'm leaving. I don't know where I'm going, but... I don't know who's left. I don't think there's anybody left. But I don't know. And I never will. Did they say that the safe was in the study or the dress? Because it might be in the study and it might be had the egg.
This must be a baby photo.
Look at it.
Because it might be behind that. Thank God I hope it isn't. It's dust feet over the chair, no. Just trying things. Can I go into the... Is anything new in the attic? Anything... Any new happenings? There's a hat. It's a very distinct hat.
This trunk is full of various knickknacks.
Yes, yes, you've nothing new, I understand. Well, I feel like the nudie machine is going to come in at some point. Because if you don't recall, you could look into that and you'll see some nude animals. Which ain't my kind of thing, but hey, if you're into that. Well, who is left? I suppose I could read a book, couldn't I? Was hurt by him not reciprocate. Well, good old Archibald. Unlikely to be a suspect. It's trapped, not a suspect. Has a safe. Well,
I say, look at
feel
this
like-
old boy. It's guilty.
Not for me. You couldn't abide.
yes, yes, yes.
Now, let us have a look.
Just
Not inherently so, but in this...
best way in my opinion.
One would hope that you
So,
would
I think that I didn't look deep enough into Reverend Peabody.
Reverend, could we talk...
Just because
Well, goodbye.
it didn't have any information for him, first off. Suspicious. I
This
think
chap
this is the
Lord Malcolm
painting
Schmidt. I've met him in the house a number of times.
Looks most distinct.
Generally,
that
yes, though
has-
not so much.
let's say. And I think I have to do the earth.
There is apparently a
Puzzle.
safe behind this painting, but I can't see any way to
Yes.
get to it. The painting is fascinating.
Got to be some way to get it open somewhere.
And I feel like it's this. Or it's something with the paintings.
Ah,
I
look at
don't
him here.
know.
The pride of the Admiralty. They say he had the sea. let us have
I
just some-
Not inherently.
Best way in my-
One would hope that you...
Alright. Well, hit it with
I'm
a
not
crowbar.
really inclined to start with...
Alright. Who even exists though? Was trapped during the thing? Unlikely. Doesn't have any information. Hurt. Left island. Underappreciated. Killed by salt. Worried Gilfrey would expose her. Doesn't have. Because I'm guessing that the black bolded stuff is what counts as a motive. I feel. So there were the two that didn't have a motive, and that was Mr. Sea Lion, Mr. Reverend Peabody, who I don't at all suspect, and Sir Winslet.
If we could discuss...
Could potentially...
Mr. Spode mentioned Constantine's
I never
inheritance. It would be
quite
rather
trusted her, but
substantial,
I've
I
never
think.
quite trusted
Oh,
anybody.
I mean, jolly rotten
Besides,
and all, but she'll be a rich woman
Mr.
now.
Reverend
And you a
Peabody.
rich man if you're to marry her.
I say, well, that's a fine thing, isn't it?
Your
Dashed
eyes
rude
really
of you,
lit
Phil.
up.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything.
I'm
just pointing out the
suggesting that you
facts.
are a
well, you can
murderer.
get that idea out of your head right away. The nerve of you. I mean, really,
Cats like
it's
to eat
just
fish, and axolotl are kind of like fish. I don't think they're fish, but they're kind of like fish. Most
you, sir.
fishy thing on this island, isn't it? Alright, well. I guess now I only have to do with the Reverend. But I don't know how to. So great. He is, I feel like I have to search the attic more. Were you trying to look at nudie animals?
Well,
I
goodbye.
have to look at the nudie animals. I'll be back. I have to look at the nudie animals. Don't I? It's totally what I have to do. I totally don't just want an excuse to look at nudie animals. It's not my thing. Not my thing. Don't have a problem if it's your thing, but, you know, not my thing.
A machine that apparently shows photographs
Yes.
doesn't seem to do it.
I'm sure we can find a coin or two around.
I know where we could find a coin or two. Could find a whole collection of coins. I don't know where it is though. It's in this room, in the study. Merely down the hall. Also, I feel like that man.
Nothing under the case. Looks like...
Damn cheek of somebody getting hold of them before you did.
I'm looking in your
I say,
direction,
when does it-
I'll
Reverend.
say they were.
I am looking straight at Reverend. I don't know how I am going to pin this on Reverend, but it is Reverend. He's not a murderer, but he is, I don't know,
Well,
horny,
goodbye for...
lewd-thoughted.
A trumpet...
Anybody got some, I don't know. We got some coins. I like coins. I don't think I can do anything with this really. Do I need to move them in like a specific order? I don't know. This one has kind of got me in a tizzy, doesn't it?
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have...
Well, alright. I don't... Okay, I need to pin it on... I don't need to pin... I need to... Not the murder. I need to pin the stealing of the coins on someone. Preferably Reverend, because I think it was him. But also... Hi, how's it going? You haven't seen any coins around, have you, Beryl? Probably not, but, you know, might as well ask. Okay, I know... He is the last motive. I just don't know how to get his motive. Sir, do you have any, like... What if I give you the dust sheet? I have no idea, but you were upward.
No, I don't think this is right.
I think it is. But also, what do I know? Want some tape? No? Cool. Alright. Well, I am... lost. Stands to inherit fortune if married. Thinks Cooper wants to expose a secret. I don't know. I want to see Reverend. Sea Lion of the Cloth. Open this
I'm
cloth.
really not sure.
I just
I'd
want
really
to do
rather
something.
not.
I don't know what I
This
want
seems-
to do.
I'm really not sure what the plan...
He's of the cloth. The knife.
I don't wish to ruin. This seems unlikely.
I don't know what I've done. But it certainly is done. I've made a ghost. And I don't know what to do
This seems
with this now. I am a someone.
a large white sheet with.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Alright, well. I don't know. What if I...
No, I don't think this is.
Well, I think it's quite right. Alright, well... what if I go to the family crypt and pretend to be a ghost? It feels stupid. But you know what? Sometimes stupid works. I put a tie and some grease, and that was the right option. Okay, there are multiple things that I think I can and should do. I need to learn how to get through the Barghest Forest. I also need to learn how to get through... how to get this box done. And
look at him here. Various
I
works of
had it
fiction.
in my
These are
brain,
most
and
likely
now it's
Ethelberta's.
gone.
Ugh, shark's bit.
Nobody... Like,
A
are any
collection
of these
of
books
books,
clues? What about the awards?
An
Alright.
award for Amphibian of the Year. A fine
Alright.
a sporting trophy.
What if he's sport?
No, I don't know.
I say,
Okay,
Winklebottom,
do these
I
have
wonder if
anything
chaps
different?
know-
You could ask, but I doubt they'd hear, and I don't suppose they saw it.
You're just making puns.
A
As
collection.
much as
Oh,
I
look,
love
yeah, sounds
puns... I remember, the piano! The organ, sorry, different instrument, different sound. Alright. To the organ! Because we've got a song to play, The Waddle in the Dark, or whatever. Alright. To the organ. The Davy Jones's piano.
Well then, Frumple, we know the tune you need to play.
Oh, very
Yes,
well,
yes,
if you
we do.
insist. Let's see now.
Can't say I know this one. Quite nice. We just gonna sit here for the whole thing, or... Okay!
Good grief,
Trevor.
a piece of paper shot out of the pipe when you played.
Thought it sounded a bit odd.
Alright, hello?
Let's take a look at this. It says, where we met, where we got engaged, where we married, where Constance was born. I'm not sure this is a great deal of help, but it must connect to this safe somehow.
I know it's useful, and I don't want it to be, because I might have to think now, don't
Notes
I?
about the times the vessel has been taken out. Nothing.
Oh, a load of
My dearest Ethelberta, a reminder that should you need to open the safe in my
fellow has a safe then. Best look into that. Or some good clues in.
I rather suspect that was the point. Anyway,
So I just need to track down, like, photos and maybe papers and where they met, where they got engaged, where she was born, and something else. I already forgot. But I can look at the note, can't
where we
I?
met, where we got engaged, where we married.
Married, where Constance was born. Alright, where we met, where we got engaged, where we married, where she was born. I'm sure there will be pictures. I mean, there's the one naval one, so... But I don't know where... I don't know how I can tell where those would be.
Look at him here, the pride of the Admiralty.
Okay, wedding photograph.
Look at this, it's Gilfrey and Ethelbert on their wedding day. A splendid time was had by all, I can assure you.
Yes.
Okay, can I
We
look
may
at
be
where
able to
it
make
was?
use of this wedding photograph.
Careful, old thing. You're
Yeah.
getting near.
This isn't how I thought it would be. Okay. Do I need to combine them all, or do I need to place them somewhere in a certain order or something? Alright, where else were there pictures? The study. Had where she was born. I do still need to find where they met.
Maybe this might help. We find.
Yes. Got half of them. Don't know where the other half are. I will certainly find them. To the left, go to anything in the bathroom? I don't remember any pictures in the bathroom. So there is himself. Alright, where else was there pictures? Servant quarters? Yeah, no. Wah. I don't remember any other pictures now, do I? I don't even remember other pictures that I can interact with. I know there were various ones, various places. I don't know, I simply don't know. Alright, well, I guess, can I, like...
I say, look at this.
Not for me.
Alright. I want to try, I guess I could just smack every
Now, let us have
painting.
No, just
Not inherent.
best way in my...
One would hope that you.
I feel like that, like all of them, you put them away, you like dismiss them, but they're gonna be important. Just pay a little bit of attention. Right, I can't interact with any of these unless
This
I can.
painting.
Yeah, adventure awaits. It's gotta only be the small square ones, I imagine. Rectangular, whatever.
This is a portrait of Gil. How did she do? It was a terrible.
I say,
No, she flew.
I must say, Ethelbert's are quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Alright, was there any in the attic? I don't feel like there was. I don't like how much not door I can interact with. I don't trust it. Are there any coins
This
in
trunk
here or
is full of-
something? Suppose not.
I'm
What
not
if I were
really
to
inclined
bust
to
this
stop.
up? I want to swing around everything willy-nilly. Thank you very much. What if it's stupid. It is stupid in it, but would it?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, carry on then. I mean, I found it on that. Maybe if I put it back, then maybe it would be right somehow. Didn't think it should be right, but you know, this game, I put a tie in Greece. Nothing is going to top that, because I'm upset that existed. I still need half of the paintings. I don't know.
Ethelberta's
I don't know how
grave.
to.
You can.
don't much fancy.
You just say the same thing over and over, don't you? Alright. Well, let's see. This isn't really helping me with the whole Alberta. I can ask the bird Constance. I was just there, and actually, can I go anywhere over here? I imagine not. Alright, yes. Yes, no. Okay, well, this is progress. Maybe. We'll see.
Perhaps we.
Hi,
could
where
discuss
did
your-
your family meet? Family
Do
history.
you know much about how your parents met or where they were married?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. I know they met on one of my father's expeditions in Africa, but not much beyond that.
What about their wedding or your own birth?
Africa.
I can't help you, Lord Winklebottom. They moved around so much, you see, and had so many stories. You know, I'm not even sure where I was born. Is that strange?
I don't know.
Thank you,
Thank you
miss.
for your time.
Farewell, miss.
Alright, well, we learned Africa. Africa is the... where they met, I think. No, what did she just say? Met Gilfrey in Africa. Met. Alright. Of course. That rock feels suspicious, doesn't it? Or maybe it's water. I don't know. Barghest Forest has... there's gonna be something that's like left, right, left, you know, up. That sort of thing. Right, so the first one's Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gone! Yes. I suppose Beryl might know, won't she? Hi, Beryl. How you doing?
Thank you.
Or not. Good. Love that. You carry on. You're doing great work. Standing there and watching the apples. Hi, how you doing? You also don't have
Thank you,
anything for
Amber.
me. Does the staff know nothing about this family? Alright. There's no pictures or anything? No. Well, I've got this. I've totally got this. You know all about the family, don't you? Where did they meet? Please? No, you don't.
Thank you, Miss.
Fat load of good everyone is. Fine. I feel like I could do something.
No.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Don't no me. Wedding photo. I don't know. Bowl. It's something about a bowl. Where has a bowl?
No, I don't think.
Asia. Asia has a bowl. Wedding photo.
No, I don't think this is right.
America. Wedding photo. Other
Really
America.
A
Alright,
photograph of
well,
Constant.
carry on, I guess.
No.
What if I were to... Land?
This seems unlikely.
Envelope. Okay,
No, I don't.
Alright.
This seems
Okay, well, you know what? I tried. I really did. Really did, didn't I? I feel like something. I don't
Frumple, I'm not sure.
I need the picture of when they met. But I don't know how to get the picture of when they met because I'm stupid. And I don't remember where that photo might be, if I've seen it, which I don't think I have, to be honest. But also, there's nowhere else to really explore. I've searched every room. Have I searched every room? I feel like what if it's the bedroom? What if it's the bedrooms that we so did not want to search before? Can I search them now?
I'm really not going to check.
Why don't you want to check the bedrooms? I'm just saying, you are so reluctant, and I don't get why. I mean, it's only intruding upon a dead man's privacy, you know? I mean, he was rich, he didn't have privacy in the first place. Come on, he won't care, he's dead.
I say, look at this.
Not for me, Egan.
It's like, I don't know where things are, even though, you know? Alright, Frump, what do you want?
Any
Frumple.
idea?
Bit
I
rum
keep
that
calling
somebody
you
pinched
Frump.
those coins. Who around here might have done it?
I know who did it! Unless I don't. I know it was Reverend Peabody, but also it might not have been. It might have been... Dane?
I
think
have reason to believe you might have accidentally
it's a
placed
bit warm out,
quantity of
isn't it?
coins into your bill.
It's quite
Oh my
warm.
god! However did these
Fire.
get here?
Raging.
Well,
Got warm in here.
perhaps you should take them, darling, and let us not make any further mention of it.
Of
Ugh,
course.
They're all wet. Here, Frumple, you're more used to bodily fluids than I. You keep these, and I'll just take the one we need.
Oh, charming.
Alright, well, theft.
It seems to me, Dane,
Grand
you're making
theft.
something of a habit of purloining items that don't belong to you.
And you're a damn thief.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, it's true. It's true.
Was
I
that
just
really
can't
your,
help
like,
myself.
the whole
So
thing of,
many
like, that's
pretty
my secret,
shiny
I'm a...
things.
No, I was going to say necrophiliac, that is not right.
I'm doing
I am a
I see. It's
kleptomaniac.
really not acceptable behaviour, though.
Very
Everyone's
different
got one
things.
little habit, aren't they, darling?
Can't really get
It's
more
such a
different.
little thing, really. They make such a fuss
Alright.
about it.
They?
The theatre owners.
Theatre?
Ruined the play. It was the meerkats of Venice.
Oh.
Well, how was I to know they needed all three of those silly boxes? I left them one, but the others were so sparkly. I just had to have them, darlings.
Of course, I
had to.
understand, you
You mean you
murderer.
stole props in the middle of the play? I take it they fired you.
In the middle.
Yes,
yeah,
darling.
that
They
ain't
replaced
good.
me. Replaced me! And it was all hush-hush, of course, but I didn't work in theatre again. These days I'm lucky to get booked for a cabaret night at the Darby and Joan Club.
Most
Pretty
distressing.
much you're washed
sure.
out.
To think my career would meet such an ignoble end. Oh, darlings, you should have seen me in my prime. I did all the greats. Shakespeare, the primates of Penzance, Waiting for Doggo. Oh, I was
I want to watch
marvelous,
Waiting for
darlings,
Doggo.
simply marvelous.
I want that one. Unless it's sad, then no.
Farewell, then.
But if it's happy, give it to me. Hi, madame. That's new. Ethelberta.
You knew Ethelberta quite well, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, yes. She was a dear, dear
forgot that.
friend to me.
I wonder, do you know anything about the
She was a
circumstances
duck.
of their matrimony?
Alas,
What an
I was
idiot.
unable to attend their wedding as I was on a 2-year-long spiritual retreat. I left shortly after their engagement. I'm not even sure where they wed in the end. They travelled the globe together, so could have
Where
been
did
anywhere.
they engage?
Do you know where they were when they got engaged?
Yeah.
Oh, indeed I do. It was on one of their expeditions
South America.
somewhere in South America.
Yes.
She was so excited.
Indeed.
Such a sad
They
end.
shall go get
If I take
hamburger.
one comfort from all this,
not
it's that
South
at least
America,
they
but
are
more of a North
together
America
again, and on a very great new adventure.
Hamburger is any meat. Is
Thank you
like,
for your time, madam.
but not. I don't like this universe. Animal universes mess me up, man. I start thinking about stuff, and I'm like, it's all bad. But then they're different species, so like it doesn't even matter. Like, you know, I guess like, cause having a moose head on your wall if you're an axolotl, that's not like comparable to a human having another human's head, because like they're different species. But also they work on the same level, you know? Like if like a lion had the head of a chipmunk, that makes sense. It hunted it, you know? And it's like, haha, look at that one. I didn't eat it because it sucks. It's too small, you know? That makes sense. But an axolotl having a moose head? Who is the moose? Huh? Who's the moose? This is all too much for me. Alright, well, Mr. Toad, Spode the Toad, he knew the people or not, he didn't.
Perhaps we should discuss the incident.
People
Thank you, Mr.
give me
Spode.
what I want, please. I would appreciate to have the things that I need in life. I have a coin. I can go look at porn. Yes. Porn, here I come. Huh. You know, playing the game from this angle is quite nice. I'm very low down.
Without a coin,
I have a coin. Thank you very much. I've got 10 pence. I don't know if it's pence. I don't know what it is.
I'll just pop this
Coin.
in here and...
Animal coin.
It's working. It's working. Let
Yes.
me see, dash it all. I say, there's a nude fellow in a bath. You know, he looks somewhat familiar.
Is it?
Well, I'll be jiggered.
I think perhaps we should endeavour to never watch that again. Ever.
Yeah,
No.
it's quite so, old thing. Quite
No.
so.
No! I have exposed him. I will expose him and the evil ways. This isn't very Christian of you. I will kill you, Mr. Peabody. I don't think you murdered at all.
Reverend, there's something rather
I
delicate I
actually-
wish to discuss with you.
Um,
Quiet, Frumple.
What is it, my son?
Well, that is to say...
you're in porn.
You were in a dirty movie.
Bugger. I just knew it had come out at some point.
You don't deny it.
Would that I could, but no. I feared Gilfrey had discovered my secret. I suppose that's why we're all here. So he can reveal the terrible truth to the world.
Surely not. Gilfrey wouldn't do something like that.
And why
Oh,
shouldn't
but
he?
wouldn't he?
Maybe he felt that it was the right thing to do, or maybe he was going to ask for money to keep my secret. In any event, perhaps I should be punished for my sordid past. I needed the money, you see. I was young and foolish.
The old church roof again. Couldn't you run a tombola or something?
I hadn't taken up the cloth then, you understand. In fact, in many regards, This is my way of atoning for that sin.
Well, don't worry, Reverend. Your secret is safe with us.
Oh, is it? That's a
Until
shame.
we
It's a blasted funny
expose
story.
I mean, I definitely
goodbye for
won't.
now,
If it
Reverend.
gets
God go
exposed,
with you,
bring
my
this to
son.
Dr. Frumple here. Alright, well, has an alarming past. Archibald Peabody. He still doesn't have the bolded one.
Reverend,
I
we
can
talk-
ask more. What were you doing?
I wonder
With
if we
what?
could discuss what you were doing last night.
Why? Whatever do you mean?
Well, we found your prayer book on the stairs to the attic. The same attic where Ambrose disturbed someone and got himself shut in.
You can't think I would do such a thing. I'm an animal of God, Winklebottom. I would
Still,
never...
what
And
god
yet, we
do
found something
we
up there that was
worship?
of great
What
interest
do
to you,
we
as you
do?
know.
All right,
I'm
I admit
confused.
I was trying to find that wretched machine. I thought I could destroy it and save my good name, but I heard somebody coming up the hall stairs, so I darted out of there and hid in the study. I suppose I dropped my book then.
So you never actually went into the attic?
No, I swear I didn't. And I certainly didn't harm poor Aristotle.
Thank you, Reverend. That'll
I
be all
believe
for
you.
now.
I know I shouldn't, because that's not the wise detective-y thing to do.
Well, goodbye for now,
But
Reverend.
I know
God
that
be
you
with
couldn't harm a fly, you could only sit in a bathtub.
Hold on a moment, Frumple. Let's take stock. I'm rather afraid we're not getting anywhere with this investigation.
Does seem
I
like
am
a
a
bit of a
great
tricky
detective,
one
thank
even
you
for
very
you.
much.
We have plenty of suspects, but little proof.
What can I
Quite. We
say?
seem to have got everything we can out of interrogating people. We're still no closer to knowing who did it. It's so infuriating.
Pity old Gilfrey didn't let you know in advance what his plans were. Might have given us a clue as to why someone was so intent on stopping him.
We just lost touch over the years. He was busy with research, me with my work, and now it's too late. I should have made more of an effort.
Steady on, old chap, you weren't
Wouldn't
to
we
know.
all?
That's just how life is sometimes.
I just need to solve this case. Catch the fiend who murdered my friend.
I say, what if we could get the Rotter to expose themselves somehow?
Yes, but how? Oh, but wait a moment. Yes, it could just work. Madame Lavinia, she's the key. If she could summon Gilfrey's spirit, he could name the murderer.
That's worth
well,
a
I don't want
shot.
to burst your bubble, old thing,
It's
but,
worth a
well,
shot.
that's a load of old tosh, isn't it? There's no such thing as ghosts and spirits.
I mean,
Honestly,
she might not
you
even
can found
believe
me
in
at
herself,
times.
but like,
Of course,
it's
we
worth
know
a
it's nonsense, but the
shot.
killer may not. If we can make it look authentic, a seance might cause the killer to reveal himself. If he thinks old Gilfrey's about to finger him, he'd have to escape, or else own up before he was accused.
So all we have to do is fake a seance and wait for the killer to react.
Alright.
Genius. Or insanity. Honestly, I'm not sure which.
Perhaps both, my friend. Right, we should talk to our friendly medium about this.
And you know what? I think we will do that next time on Sir Do Crime in the Third. What can I say? This was a good episode. We did a lot. We did indeed do a lot. We got all of the motives, every last single one, and quite frankly, I think we did a good job. Next time on Sir Do Crime in the Third, we will continue our investigation into the murder of Admiral Gilfrey. In the meantime, you should have a good day. Which is the button to stop recording? There are 2 videos on the screen and a subscribe. I don't know which one is which. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm quite hungry. Have a good day.